Okay, this is the Maxx Groove-E blade holder, and to insert the blade, first of all, take the blade, and you'll notice the blade has a little cap on it. That cap is protecting the sharp end of the blade, and then this is what I refer to as the negative end of the blade, or the non-sharp end. So go ahead and take the blade hold, or the blade itself, and remove the cap, and then you'll see the sharp end of the blade. Now then, hold that end. Try not to cut yourself, just hold that in. And then with your blade holder, hold in the little pin at the top. Hold that in. And while you're holding that in, then you can slide in the negative or the non-sharp end into the blade holder. And as you push it in, you'll notice as it gets about most of the way in there, you'll feel a little magnet grab it. And as soon as that magnet grabs the end of the blade holder, then let go of the pin. And you should see the blade will retract up into the blade holder. Now if you still see a little bit sticking out, that's okay. Come over to the other end of the blade holder, and then you're going to unscrew this cap and unscrew the little brass ring here. Screw both of them, just a little ways, a little bit like that. Then as you start to then screw in this top part, as you're rotating it clockwise, you'll begin to see just a tiny little bit of the blade protrude from the bottom of the blade holder. Now the amount that's sticking out should be equal to the thickness of the material you're cutting, or maybe just a little tad more, but not a lot. You don't want a lot of extra blade sticking out, because that's just going to cut into your mat, and it's going to dull your blade sooner and also give you lousy cutting. So the best thing you can do is you can hold up your paper next to it and make sure the paper just catches on that little tip of the blade. And then that's kind of a good guide. And then when you do your test cut, you'll be able to see based on whether you get a good cut and whether or not you see any lines in your mat if you have it correct. But anyway, once you get your the blade length just the way you want it, then you come back to this end. Now you don't want to disturb this, because this changes the amount exposed. You want to just carefully rotate this little brass ring clockwise until it's nice and tight against the smooth part of the blade holder. And then once you have that set, then you're ready to insert your blade holder into the machine.